Okay, so this will be more like a get out the feelings type of video because I am, in the exam period, and it's so far so good. I got the best grade in the one I was where the one I had to, and now is the coming another grade this weekend, or this week, I mean. Uh, Not feeling too good about that one. Still going to try my best, of course, but I was just thinking because there are new rules that are going to be set in place in this country when it comes to an education or further education. And I'm not sure. It's completely new. Nobody knows how it's going to turn out. Not even the state, and it's going to be quite uh, interesting to see how this goes. But at the same time comes worry. We don't know, and there's all the reason to be sort of scared and worry about that shit. It's just that the sort of perspective I had taking into this and the sort of plan I had when fixing my grades was being able to do this and being done before those new rules set in place. They are going to be set in place in 2028, 2029. So the people that went to high school in the autumn of 2025 that have been in school for about a year now, almost a year, they will have the new changes. They will have the new changes when they apply for university, and that is, yeah, that is how it is. And it's worrying. It's a bit stressful, and I do have one. I have three, I think, more semesters of fixing my grades, and until that until that changes, and it doesn't look that good, if I'm being totally honest, because there are, let's see here, there are one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, probably seven or eight, seven or eight more things I have to fix, or seven or eight grades I have to sort of almost perfect. And yeah, that's going to be tough, man. It's going to be very tough. So I have seven or eight grades I need to fix in, let's say, 3 semesters. That's going to be quite tough, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's I just have to think, because though some of those are quite big grades, the Norwegian thing I did, or having an exam in, that was a year of sort of year of practicing, and yeah, it's just tough, um, because it's sort of out of your own. How do I say this? It's out of my reach, or whatever you want to call it. I can't like change that rule. It's going to happen, whether or not, and it's on the both of good and bad, I suppose, because the point of that sort of change is to make sure that the grade you have two grades. The grades in total will sum up by uh, approximate, a you know 5 plus 5 is 15, but in if you divide it in the amount of times like 3, the thing becomes 5. I don't remember what it's in Norwegian. It's gjennomsnitts, but it's 2 grades. So the grade you get right after, in total, the all of your grades in one, right after high school, and then the one you have that I have now because I'm that older and I am trying to fix my grades. That one, that is the first one is sort of untouched, and the second one is touched, if you wanna call it that. And I'm on the touched grade, and it's going to be 65% quota for the first one. They want to make sure that a lot of more people right after school get into the higher education, and but I still want to make it so that it's an opportunity. There are opportunities for people like me to get that second chance. Not that not that easy as before, perhaps, but also there, there's points or points you get on your grade, as in the age, some other extra education which I have done, a year study. You get points from that, but they're going to take away the points on age, that year study. You get those points from that, and some other stuff, and it's going to reduce the dude. I have to. I'm sorry. You're just going to have to bear with me on this one. And yes, you are going to sit through this. Gjennomsnitt in English. Average. Okay, Jesus, that was so simple. So average. So the average sort of grade is going to reduce a lot because they're going to remove all those points, but also at the same time, those points that benefited me now because I'm a bit older, those are going away, and then the the year study I did, I'm not sure, last year, perhaps last year or the year before, I got points from that, but those are going to get removed, so I don't have those points anymore. And that is going to also reduce my sort of average grade a lot. And that means that all the sort of main grades you get from school, they're going to be like a lot more important. That you have to make sure that almost a lot more grades are going to be have to be perfected to make sure that you get in. So if I had like 3 4s now, that doesn't really matter that much. They are going to matter even more when those new rules set in, which probably means I'm going to have to maybe fix my grades even more, which is going to take even more time. So there's just, yeah, a bunch of worry about around that. It's so funny because you get like one good grade now, and I was feeling on top of the world, and now I'm just getting hit with that reality, right? Um, yeah, it sucks. It sucks really bad, and I have nothing else to blame but myself. I've said this before, and I'm going to have to learn by that. I'm still young, of course. I still have a lot of time that I know, which I don't. But I still have, hopefully, time, and the amount of time I have, if I'm going to live, hopefully, till I'm 80 or 90. I still have 50 more years when I'm 30, right? So, yeah, I just hate being so aware, man. It sucks. It sucks being so aware. Why can't I just focus at the task at hand, right? But yeah, nobody's perfect in this world. But yeah, it's just like that means I have 3 semesters to fix my grades to the point to that point, and it's going to be quite tough. It's going to be autumn. Yeah, it's going to be autumn, spring, autumn. No. Yeah, it's going to be spring. Yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to go, but yeah, perhaps I actually do have. I actually do have one more year. Actually, 2 semesters, which makes that almost impossible. No, it's because it's 26, 27. That's okay. 26, 27, 1 semester, as in 26 autumn 27, and then I have the spring 26, 27. I'll actually spring 27. I have 27 spring, no, 27 autumn, which is 27, 28. And then in maybe I have 2 semesters actually. Yeah, shit, I don't know. I'm not sure. I thought I had the sort of plan for that, but I'm going to speak with the counselor, of course, with that. But yeah, in general, it sucks. Uh, that's the title. This sucks. This sucks really bad. But with all the other people that are a lot older than me, except for my mother, are like, relax, okay? It's going to be fine. And I'll take that advice and I'll take it to me very closely. Because, yeah, just going to live my life and try to actually enjoy my life and not sort of waste it stressing and worrying about everything all the time. I'm not going to live. So, but also, also focus, of course. Yeah, that's Poland, that's for sure. But yeah, it's just it sucks. That sucks. It sucks so bad, man. Yeah. Uh, that's sort of the big plan. It was just sort of shattered into pieces there. But yeah, I'll talk to a counselor close to summer when I've gotten a lot of my grades, and then I'll reassess and see. Because you're going to, I'm going to get answered. Is this really what you want? And fucking hate that question. But yeah, no, it's because I don't really know what I want. But it's and the reason why they ask this is because it's a lot of effort in time, in money. It's going to cost a shit ton, and yeah, a lot of your time as well. But if I don't really know, what I'm going to choose, at least sort of experimenting like I am, at the same time, like fixing my grades, making sure that I have more and more options. If I just continue fixing my grades, making them better and better, I will eventually have the best sort of grades and all the opportunities to become, let's say, a psychologist or a lawyer or whatever. But yeah, it's just, yeah, it sucks, dude. It sucks. Sucks bad. Jesus. And I have an exam this week that I haven't prepared for yet. And that really comes from me putting focus on the last one that I got a good grade in. So at least I didn't waste that shit. And yeah, I'm going to work as hard as I can these coming days, and I'm of course going to talk to you about the process. But yeah, I mean the video is 15 minutes long, so I definitely needed this. That's for damn sure. But yeah, it's just like all these. It's just fun how one problem just opens the floodgates to all the other issues. And now the thing I was supposed to feel proud of, I don't really feel it anymore, or perhaps I do a little bit, but not as much. It just opens the floodgates to everything, like social and this social media in general, another 20 crisis problems that aren't really problems but just seem problematic in your head, and then you just keep on thinking about it, and it just becomes like this big ass problem of shit in your head. Yeah, I mean there's probably not anyone listening to what I'm saying right now. I mean 16 minutes in, I wouldn't really do that as well, but anywho. Or perhaps, like, this is what I hate with being too aware. Like, I'm going to call this video "This Sucks," but it doesn't really suck in this sort of matter that I'm fortunate to have these chances, I'm fortunate to have this, and it doesn't really suck. So why are you complaining? All these voices in the head. It's just strange. Very strange. It's annoying. But yeah, I'll call this title "This Sucks." I don't care. Come on, man. So yeah. No, it's yeah, whatever. Yep, 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 yep. I'll do some school now. I'll get a bite to eat a bit later. Had a good or decent amount of food, and then got good things waiting for me in the summer. So can't wait. Can't bloody wait. So yeah, that was it for today. Hope you had a good day. Hope you will have a good day. I wish you the best as always. Have a laugh, have a smile, and be kind. And I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Goodbye.